I'm kind of more interested in people who are not defined so much by words or kind of normal definitions like a profession or something. I think that yeah, maybe it is something to do with the I have been in many different professions in my life, working in different environments, in different working alone, working with other people and children and young people and old people, and the idea of professional identity is to me it's non-existent. I don't have any professional identity. My identity is more dependent upon my own thinking and conclusions and feelings and such things. It's not dogmatic or something that can be defined by a kind of yeah. Because at least yes, I think I haven't seen so many people in so many places. But when I was younger, I could see somebody and say that, oh, that's that one there. He's definitely a teacher. Oh yeah, that one. Okay. She might be a nurse. Oh, but that might be a doctor. And that sour face there, that's a teacher, yeah. It was very easy to see how the professions molded people. And but today it's more difficult. It's not. It's very rare that you work in one profession from the cradle to grave, in a way. Even if you are something specific, for example, an engineer or a doctor or something, you can be in the doing some practice or in a hospital or somewhere else, or you can be on the administration or something. There are variations, there are different possibilities. More than ever before. And yes. So it feels somehow very stagnant and stiff to talk about people who are some sort of professionals. Feelings and thinking go through without a label. You are this and you are that. And because the human relationship rely more on feelings and thinking and communication and such things than any kind of professional identity, it's not relevant. So why should they be so bloody professional? On the other hand, it's easy to define some things when people have professions. For example, overall economic level. As in Chambers, Bambi is a saleswoman in a department store. Then there's this other. We all have an idea what kind of a woman is working in a department store. They're rather stupid and maybe they're afraid of responsibility and standards and thinking. I don't know. I don't think like that. I don't think like that at all. There are different people in the department store, and any bloody saleswoman in department store can be a wonderful personality and have the most imaginative thinking. It's not up to the place in the society. It's not that decides there what kind of people they are. No. When I was I was young, I had my dreams about life, and I wanted to. What's the word? When you clean the leaves in the autumn from the grass, I wanted to clean the parks, walk there all the day, and clean the parks, and then I wanted to have a big library, and because it would have been a work where I could think whatever I want to, and that's always been the most important thing to me in any work. No, that it doesn't engage my thinking. So I won't sell my mind to anyone. I can sell my body, but I won't sell my mind. And that's one of the things that I think is very important to Oona too. She can't sell her mind, her thinking. She will never be able to deceive herself. Self-deception is something that's it makes your life very easy, but it's to some people it's quite impossible. Self-deception in any way. It's also something, if you can't deceive yourself, you can't kind of see yourself as a part of something, be it a movement or an organization or a political party or anything. Yeah, it's in a way it's very difficult, but at the end I think it's very it's great. Self-deception is so easily eats up your self-respect, whether you do it knowingly or yeah. For example, it's easy to participate to some doubtful actions as a part of a group. Like if you were a Nazi, you just obeyed orders, never mind how many people you killed, innocent people, kids, old men. You just obeyed orders, using your brains or any other kind of thinking was not necessary. You might have used it, but it would have meant trouble. so it was easier to silence your mind and obey. Easier and easier. It's like you know that there are situations in life when you know you have to do something to prevent something shit happens. And if you don't, if you're lazy or you don't care or you are afraid of something or something, and you don't do anything, it may stay in your mind for the rest of your life, nagging away your self-respect, I suppose it is. Oh, there are birds. It's so wonderful to walk in the mornings with the dog. And there are birds everywhere, hundreds of birds, thousands of birds chirping in the trees and bushes and flying around. Yeah, it's spring and my cacti is blooming. It's funny, I don't take care of my flowers. I give them water when I remember. Sometimes they drop their leaves and almost die, and I don't give them any fertilizers, or I just tease them to death, and they bloom and they grow all over the place. Yeah, it's funny. It must be the air. It must be the very nice air, fresh atmosphere. Yeah, must be so. Lately, I've been a lot thinking about the way I'm spinning my stories. I've always done it very slowly. There's something that stays in my mind and keeps nagging, and then I take it kind of in a thinking and maybe write it down, and then it gets a bit more, and then I don't think it in a while, and it keeps coming back and nagging in my mind. I've been talking about the chambers and requiem, but there's the third one, the layers of darkness. That's just a very good example of something that nags. It's the general idea that that there are taboos in this world. You can't discuss, talk about things, and I think it's as a person who's always been able to talk about anything, I think it's great pity, disgusting and uncivilized that such things happen. I ran into it, for example, in this debate of anorexia, the girls that never found anyone with whom to talk who would have understood, listened and answered anything to their plea. It was definitely a disgusting idea. We have all our special professionals in all the levels and everywhere, fine institutions and hospitals and bloody hell, anything. And nobody is able to do anything, not even to talk about things in their real names. And then I thought about this girl who is having an affair with 2 boys. Young people are they don't have any scruples about how they behave. It's very nice. It was very nice to be young and wanted and if you were friends with for example, if there was a girl who had a very nice and friendly and confidential relationship with 2 guys, it was quite natural to go to bed all 3 together, nice and warm. And they had they shared something very valuable and kind of love. And then the boys died. One cold night, there's an accident and the boys die. And she's alone. And there's nobody knows and she can talk to no one and she's really depressed. Everything changes. All the good things in life have been taken away. All that confidence and friendship and things like that, they've just suddenly disappeared. They don't exist anymore, except in her mind, except in the things that she remembers. Yeah. And she kind of projects them. She's kind of having them walking by her side all the time because in reality there is no one to walk with her, no one to talk with her, no one to be present in her everyday life. She's alone. She's totally alone, very much more alone than just these ordinary people who need a school or a job or something like that. She's mentally very alone. Yeah, she can't go to a church because church does not approve, or to any other places. And she just knows nobody would approve it. A young girl, 2 guys. Nobody would approve it. So she's alone. Depressed. It lasts long and long and long. And she's given medication, but it's I don't have a great trust in medication. Yeah. It's like booze. You can ease up things, but you can't solve your problems. No, it's just softening things, and it doesn't help. The things have a way to come back sharper than ever, and so she decides to end it all, to kill herself. Very nice and neat and clean decision. That's what I do. Tomorrow at this time I won't be bothered anymore by these thoughts. It's all over. Yeah, that's how she thinks, and that's why she goes with the car the next day. To be continued.